From NPR News in Washington, this is special coverage of the war against Iraq.
U.S. Marines have crossed into southern Iraq from Kuwait, and a sizable air raid struck Baghdad at 8 tonight local time.
I'm in northern Iraq. I'm in a town called Halabja. Last night and early this morning, American cruise missiles struck this mountain stronghold. I'm at a hospital where they've been pulling out...
You're a liar if you said you're not scared. But you gotta have faith. You gotta count on one another.
Today at first light, the task force's some 30 tanks and 20 Bradley fighting vehicles pushed fast up Highway 8, the main southern entrance to Baghdad. Just 10 minutes after crossing the city line, the armored battalion started firing on Iraqi positions dug into the roadside.
Iraqi Fedayeen and Arab volunteers shot it out with American troops for 7 hours in the middle-class neighborhood of Adamiyah. The fighters moved through the narrow streets using the mosque to launch rockets.
We are civilians who live in a very poor village, he said angrily. We asked Bush, why did he bomb us? Are there weapons, tanks, soldiers, Fedayeen? No, there's nothing here, not even food or work for us. It is likely the bombs that fell on Tania village were part of a mission to soften up enemy forces in preparation for an important battle that occurred nearby.
They still come in waves, carting away metal frames, stacks of wood, rusty barrels, men in frayed shirts, schoolboys in ragged pants. They are looters, and for them, this nuclear research facility is fair game.
It's hard to put your finger on it, but you can see it in their faces, in their hardened eyes, their fretful air of distrust and suspicion. 2 years of violence have gnawed away at the people of Baghdad. Now there's something else, a kind of malice hanging in the hot, dusty air.
Now this is what's considered Camp Redemption.
At the notorious Abu Ghraib prison, around 3,000 detainees are housed in large outdoor pens. Each compound has a tent and an area with a shower and a toilet. The MPs here say the system is not overcrowded, but the detainee facilities are holding double what they did 5 months ago.
Staff Sergeant Alexander's death in a Texas hospital brought the count of American military casualties in the Iraq War to 2,000. 15,000 troops have been injured, many seriously. 140,000 remain in Iraq under daily attack.
All communities of Iraq have won in these elections. All will have a strong voice in parliament.
Even as the election officials spoke, Kurdish and Shiite leaders were in the north of Iraq discussing the likely makeup of the next government. Shiite leaders have already said the prime minister must come from their alliance.
We've come here to report on law and order in a country that has none. Private security firms guard the wealthy. The rest of Iraq's people have only the police, whose work we will examine this week on Morning Edition.